Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I'm so glad you've joined us for this little while. Let's create a little bit of peace in your week, shall we? Let's get started. As you can see, my daylilies have been blooming. They're blooming a lot. I'll have some pictures of them at the end of this meditation. Let's begin with 3 really nice deep breaths. Breathing into our upper chest, holding it for a moment, and then releasing it nice and slowly. And then breathing into our upper chest and upper back, filling up our rib cage. Feel your ribs expand, the skin stretch in your front and your back. Hold it for a moment and then release it nice and slowly. Oh, there's my girl. And then take the deepest breath you've taken all day, filling up your chest and your upper back and your belly. Take a nice deep breath and then release it nice and slowly. And now let's relax our bodies. First of all, just kind of think about allowing your body to relax. Let go any stress or tension or anything that might be kind of hovering in your thoughts. I invite you to make a conscious choice to let it go. Whatever it is, imagine it's like a stack of papers and you just stack it all up and set it to the side, because this is your time for you. So let's use the tense and release method for our muscles. So press your feet and ankles and lower legs and knees and upper legs together and take a deep breath. And then squeeze your legs together and your feet. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as long as you want. And then when you're ready, let it go. That feels so good. And now from your tailbone all the way up to the bottom of your rib cage. So pull up your pelvic floor, tighten your glutes, pull in your lower abs, and just squeeze all those muscles around your lower abs. Take a deep breath and squeeze, 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 squeeze as long as you want. Squeeze up your pelvic floor. And when you're ready, let it go. And now we'll bring our fists, our gentle fists, up to our shoulders and tuck our arms into our sides. Roll your shoulders toward the front so you're stretching out your back, squeezing the front muscles in the front of your rib cage. Take a breath and squeeze, 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 and stretch, stretch, stretch. And when you're ready, let it go. And now let's keep the hands at the shoulders and do the opposite. So roll your shoulder blades together now in the back, stretch out your chest. Take a deep breath and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tense up your arm muscles. And now let it go. And now let's bring our shoulders up to our ears. Tuck our chins gently. Imagine like squeezing all your muscles to your head and squeezing your neck with your shoulders. Take a breath and squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then let it go. Yeah. And now just take a moment and feel how good it feels to have your muscles relaxing, increasing that blood flow, feeling how good that feels. So I was thinking about 2 thoughts. Spirit was guiding me to 2 thoughts about today's meditation. They're related. One of them is care and the other is lead. And so the word care, I think about how we often forget that our higher powers are, we turn our life and our will over to the care of God. That's step number 3 in the 12 steps. But I think most of us, even if we're not working the steps, think about the care of the infinite. And if you have more of a broader perspective of your higher power, as I do, I invite you to think about your higher self as kind of your connection to the infinite. And your higher self is very personal and certainly cares about you. It is your connecting point. It is the energy that is helping you to have the experiences you came here to have. And so let's just relax into that idea that the universe, God, the one presence, the one power, cares about us, cares for us, wants to care for us. All is well. All is well. And so then that brings me to the other idea, which is lead. Very often, our relationships, our interactions, our conversations are determined by those first words. Whoever leads, whatever someone leads with. So when you have a conversation with someone, do you lead with care? Do you lead with love? Do you lead with compassion? Or sometimes, we lead with the need to be right, the need to prove ourselves, the need to, justify ourselves, whatever it may be. What if we led with vulnerability? And my guides taught me this idea when I was getting ready to give my first talk at my church, and there were maybe 300 people there, so it was a fairly big audience. And my guides were very clear to me that I needed to lead with vulnerability, and they pointed out to me that the speakers that I'd heard that were trying to be cocky or confident and exude all this confidence, if it really wasn't there, if they didn't feel that way, it came off as fake. And I think that the most valuable thing we can do is be real. Be real in our conversations. Be real in our presentations. Be real in our existence on earth. And so I began that talk by admitting that I was nervous and that, it was kind of a big deal to me, which was honoring my audience, that, speaking to them was a big deal to me. I wanted to honor them. But also, when we lead with vulnerability, we tend to evoke compassion, because everybody can relate to a time when they felt nervous. When they felt, intimidated or vulnerable or, in over their heads or, uncertain about the outcome. And when we're real with people, when we say, I'm not quite sure where this is going, but I'm going to give it my best shot and honor you with, my best effort, usually people are receptive to that. In the same way, with a more personal conversation, say you're having one of those difficult conversations, if we lead with, this is really hard for me. I thought about this a lot. I really want to, honor you, at the same time honor me. And, you know, however that may be, but if we lead with our vulnerability rather than our sense of being right, even if we do feel right, being right or wrong, or feeling right or wrong, is never as important as honoring someone. It's never as important as caring for someone and being respectful and honest. I'm sure you can get where I'm going here, that when we lead with our humanness, which is soft and vulnerable and a little bit fragile, people usually respect that. And imagine it's like you bring in a box and you hand it to someone. They're probably going to set it on the counter or wherever, get the thing to open it, whatever they need to use to open it. But if you hand it to them very gently and say, "This is very fragile, please handle this with care," they will, usually. And that's what we do when we show up with our vulnerability showing. When we say, "This is hard for me," or "I really care about you and it's important to me that comes across, because I don't want you to feel like I'm having this conversation or I'm telling you this out of anything other than my care for you." Which is another way of saying lead with love. Care is just an expression of love. So when we believe that our higher power cares for us, we are getting in touch with the truest essence of God, the one presence, the one power, which is love. So when we care for others, we love them. When we lead with love, usually we get love in return. And so let me make this kind of a message of love to you. Thank you for tuning in and honoring me with, you know, however long you tuned in. If you're still listening, then it was a long time, and I feel truly honored by that. There is so much love in the universe, and all we have to do is pause a moment and we can connect with it. The one presence and the one power is moving in, through, and as you, which means love is moving in, through, and as you always. You are love expressing right here, right now. So let me remind you that the love that is me honors and recognizes the love that is you. You are whole and perfect exactly as you are, right here, right now. The one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me, the love moving in, through, and as me, honors and recognizes the love, the one presence, the one power moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week. Happy birthday, Tam.